you know why we're here. We're here to make money, cold hard cash. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. That's going to be the hourly chart. Then we're going to be hitting up the midterm, the 4-hour, and once we're done with the midterm, guys, we're going to be tapping into the daily, right? We're going to be tapping into the daily. It's been a while since I've done this, right? We're tapping into the daily. It's going to be very interesting to see what we're going to come across here in terms of information. And once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, we're going to do some altcoin requests. Nice chill one today. First stream back in quite a long time, I must say. Probably maybe even a week and a half or something like that. Got me a cup of tea. Going to go through Bitcoin. Going to go through some altcoin requests as well. And yeah, just kick back and chill, basically, right? I'm going to be talking about a potential trading challenge that we've got coming up that will be starting next week, guys. But the details for it are going to be basically released today. Not live on stream, but they will be released into the Telegram. Hopefully everything's working. I think it was all working. It was a bit strange setting it all up again, right? But yeah, so yeah, we'll have all the trading challenge details released into the Telegram later on today. And also, I'm going to be talking about my streaming upload schedule because that's changed. Because obviously, you guys know the loyal supporters out there do appreciate you guys. Obviously, I've had a little time off in terms of streaming and uploading and stuff like that. But I have been trying to bang out this course, right? Trying to bang out this course for you guys. So yeah, it's nearly there. It's nearly there. Thank God. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do some Bitcoin because that's why you guys are here. And also some altcoin requests. So yeah, don't be shy. Smash some altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll get to them because I don't predict them being hardly any people on this stream today, just because of the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that, guys. So yeah, if you do have altcoin requests and stuff like that, just smash them in the chat, and I'm sure I'll get to them at some point during this stream. In terms of shout outs, here Optimist. Nice to see you, my good sir. It's been a while. Yeah, I do appreciate you coming by. We got Phoenix, we got Crypto DK, we got Ceregra, we got Hey You, we got Last Index coming through there. Nice to see you, my man. He's a member for 8 months now. Unbelievable level of support coming through from that guy. I do appreciate it. We got Leader Crypto coming through saying Wagwan CC gang gang. Come on, my guy. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, let's get through to BTC update, right, guys? So as you can see, we're going to be starting off on the hourly. We have got the typical the WOD machine, the juicy WOD machine coming up through here. I am looking for a long here, guys. I'm looking for a lovely, lovely long position. I will explain why. The reasoning for this is as you can see, we do have a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, guys. Symmetrical triangle chart pattern at at the top of a very nice uptrend, right? Which we have been witnessing for quite a while here. At a very nice top at the top of the uptrend, right? Which is what we used to say and mutates into a bullish pennant chart pattern, right? It's a bullish pennant chart pattern at the top of an uptrend, which does mean continuation, guys. So we are looking for some sort of measure move like so, and the measure move is going to be up like this in terms of what we're looking for. Just getting some information coming through on the watch. But yeah, this is going to be the move to the upside that we are going to be looking for here, guys. It's not the biggest thing in the world because we are on the hourly time frame here. Just going to have some tea. As I said, it is a chilled show, guys, so just if you want to get some tea and coffee, you do that, relax, it's all right. But yeah, this is going to be the move that we are looking for, right? In terms of percentages here for BTC, for this measure move, 2.72%, interesting stuff indeed. Where am I going to be entering this in terms of a long position? It's not going to be here, right? It's not, because we've had this breakout scenario coming through, and it's very, very choppy. If you look at it from like a horizontal perspective here, you can see this whole area is actually very, very prone for resistance, right? Very, very prone for resistance. So we need to basically be waiting until we get the candle body close above the previous highs, right? In terms of this uptrend, in a sense, so in terms of this chart pattern, right? So as you can see, this is sort of the area that we are looking for. We want a candle body close above 46,000, sort of probably 46,970, 980, maybe even just 47k for simplicity's sake, right? So yeah, candle body close above 47,000. Then we're going to be looking at a lovely cheeky long position up from there. So the completion of the measure move is going to be at around 1.76% there. But you know the score, guys. We're not going to be blindly going for this. We're going to be staggering our take profits as we go, because gridding your take profits is probably the best way to be making money here with crypto, right? So yeah, and as you can see here from this horizontal, just in general, when we do get these candle body closes above this area, right, you can see we actually find a lovely, lovely level of support, right? We do find a lovely level of support. So the first take profit that we are going to be looking for here is going to be something around that. We're just going to go off that wick there. So this is a sort of area that I'm going to be looking for a first take profit. Nothing too crazy, not the biggest position in the world here, but it's still very, very achievable there. In terms of stop loss, we've got our moving averages, guys. The moving averages are being friendly today, right? They're being friendly. They're getting further apart. They're looking like they're going to signify a very nice uptrend coming through there. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there as well. Especially if we clear this high, we're going to have that confirmation. So yeah, not looking too bad here on the shorter term time frame for a lovely potential long coming through from here. And as I said, symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through for BTC, top of an uptrend, bullish pennant chart pattern, usually tends to mean continuation, right? Not too bad at all, right? See, we've got Sloth Bag coming through there. Nice to see you on this. Nice to see you on the stream there, Sloth Bag, and also Tom as well. Nice to see you as well there, Tom. We're on 6 likes. I didn't think I'd get any likes today because it's been so long. But yeah, guys, I do appreciate it. You can smash that thumbs up on the stream, obviously if you are enjoying yourself indeed, right? Now, also another thing that we can be looking at for this potential position, right? You can see volume is actually coming down here in terms of a potential trend, right? And we know when volume trends down like this, it basically is the confirmation we're looking for a breakout. It's one of the factors that we are looking for here to basically give us that little bit of an edge in the market, right? Let's have a look at the RSI on the shorter term time frame. Anything going on here that's really going to catch our eye? Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, nothing too crazy there. I mean, if we do get a pump to the upside here, guys, we do really need to be watching this area. One, because we're going to have a candle body close, which is going to be signifying a very, very nice, a nice position to the upside for us there. But you got to think, if we do have a nice steep pump here, we have a nice steep pump right the way up to this 47,000, and we get a candle body close, and we're seriously oversold here on the 1 hour, we're probably going to expect a bit of a pullback. So in a scenario where you're waiting to enter your trade here, don't always go on those candle body closes because if you don't weigh up everything else in the scenario, like an overextended, I can't even speak, man, overbought asset here on the RSI, then yeah, it's going to probably be having a bit of a retracement there. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there. When we are going to be looking to come up there, ideally, what we probably really want for that position is to be coming up nice and gradually get a nice candle body close above there, consolidate for a bit, bringing the RSI down, volume down as well, and then out of nowhere, a big breakout to the upside. That'd be very nice indeed. Now, in terms of the MACD, the macadamia nut. In terms of the macadamia nut, God, I miss saying that. In terms of the macadamia nut, what are we seeing here, guys? I mean, blatantly, we've got a trend cycle to the lower side. You can see we do have a very, very strong sort of area for reversal for these downtrends coming through from here. And the reason why I'm saying this first, not because we're looking for a nice breakout to the upside, but because you can see where are we here on the MACD. We are literally sat on the area for a bearish crossover. This is quite an interesting area just because if we do have that bearish crossover coming through there, it's signifying a downtrend, right? Now, in the position we are in at the chart, in the position we're in on the chart, it's likely that we're probably going to come down here, bounce off the 21, and when that does happen, the stars are aligning for a lovely bounce off this trend cycle trend line, right? So basically, it's telling us we're likely to, we've got a lot more support coming through on the 21 moving average here because the macadamia nut is showing us the way. Showing us the way. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for here on the short-term time frame here for BTC. Well, let's jump through to the longer-term time frame and see what's good coming through from there, right? God, look at that number 6 by your name last index. Loving that, my friend. Loving that. You're the first person I've ever seen with that, man. Do appreciate that. That's very, very cool. Being a member supporting the channel for that long. Really, really cool, man. Do appreciate it. But yeah, let's have a look at BTC on the midterm time frame, guys. And guys, I'm not seeing any altcoin requests. Get them in the chat. This is your time. This is your time. This is obviously the first stream back for quite a while, and we are going to be seeing a lot more streams and stuff like that. So yeah, that's we know what happens when that happens. We get a crowded chat and stuff like that, and I can't get to all the requests. So this is your time to get all your requests in because I will go through the charts for you. But yeah, anyway, BTC here on the 4 hour. You can see the symmetrical triangle chart pattern here that is still pretty prominent here on the shorter term time frame. But we're going on more of the 4 hour candles here, right? So so this is why we haven't actually seen that official breakout scenario coming through from yet. But you'll see again when we see the 47,000 area get tapped here and a candle to close on the shorter term time frame. Then we're likely to see another breakout to the upside coming through on the longer term time frame as well there. Very, very interesting stuff as well there. Let's talk about BTC. Let's go to the midterm time frame. As you can see here, guys, we do have a parallel channel coming through. This is the same channel coming through on the longer term time frame as well. It is quite big. We've been in there for a long time. The support that we are looking out for here is probably going to be ranging inside of this area here. We're probably going to be around, if we do see obviously insane crash to the downside, pretty unlikely at this point, but it's going to be 36,500 is the bounce point to be looking out for. Now, what else here? We've got obviously the top side of this range here, guys. The top side of this range is going to be the next sort of breakout scenario here for BTC, which is going to be a pretty big long position, guys. When I say big, I mean huge. I mean, this is just going to be absolutely ridiculous, right? So yeah, I'm going to do measure move up from here to here. Didn't quite get there in terms of the trend line there, in terms of the resistance, but we are going to be using that because otherwise we're going to be using a ridiculously big measure move like that, right? And we like to not be greedy in these measure moves. We like to be kind and cautious, right? The measure move from here, if we do get the breakout outside of this parallel chart, that's rising parallel channel, right? Can't speak. The rising parallel channel, guys. If we do get the breakout scenario from on the upside of this, it is obviously going to be a massive move all the way up to 62,600, which is very, very ambitious indeed. Am I going to be blindly long in this all the way up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to be waiting for a lovely candle body close above this sort of area, above the range. Breaking a new high here for BTC in terms of this uptrend, which we're currently a part of, which will be setting a new swing high for our Fibonacci there. So that's obviously going to be very, very positive as well. And also we're going to have the volume weighted ATR band here, guys. The volume weighted ATR band, if we do get above that, we tend to usually trend above it, right? So that's what I'm really going to be looking out for there for this massive, massive long position to the upside, guys. And as I said, it is going to be a 32% gain there. Pretty crazy stuff indeed, and that is just a spot position. That's nothing to do with leverage, guys. So yeah, that's what I would say here about the shorter term time frame. Let's the midterm time frame. Let's bring in some major moving averages and see what we got coming through from there, because it's actually quite interesting, because they've pretty much flatlined right now. They're flatlining. They're getting ready to coil up, guys. We know what happens when we see coiled up moving averages. We know it's a sign. It's It's a sign for a breakout scenario, right? It's a sign for a breakout scenario. So the more that these bad boys get called up, we've got the 10 simple, we've got the 21, the price action channel, and also the 55 EMA creeping up to say hello as well. When we do see all of these guys coiling up, like so, when they get to this coiled up point, it could be that sign for a lovely breakout to the upside, right? So that's another star that we need to be looking out for there in terms of the stars aligning here for BTC. What else can we look at here, right? What else can we look at? Okay, let's look at the Fibonacci retracement here, because we obviously do have our swing high at this point in time, which is currently sat at around 48,000, which was very nice when we got up there after a humongous pump to the upside. Had a bit of a Bart Simpson coming down again, and now we are slightly, ever so slightly on a recovery, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because we have set a very nice high low recently, having a bounce on the Fibonacci retracement with a 0.236, right? Very, very important. Very, very important there. The next Fibonacci level that I'm looking for here is going to be that swing high, right? If we see that big pump to the upside, I probably would expect some resistance coming through at 48,200, guys. Definitely a point to be looking out for there. And let's just go on the basis. Let's be real. If we dump to the downside here, and we lose the 0.236, we've got the 0.382 below us, right? And that's going to be lining up pretty perfectly with the 200 EMA here, right? So that's definitely something to be looking out for there if we do see Bitcoin crash and we see a breakdown coming through here, right? There is a potential short here as well, but we're not going to go into that right now because we're on the 4-hour time frame, right? So we're quite far away from that, right? But yeah, anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on. Should we have a look at the EMA ribbon, see what's going on there? Let me get rid of the one machine for a second. Let's have a look at the EMA ribbon and see what's good. Oh, interesting stuff indeed, guys. Obviously, we have had that long signal coming through on the EMA ribbon here, and you know what happens when we are going to get these quarter moving averages. If this is going to go into a negative here, because obviously we are looking for a long here. We've got a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend. It's a bullish pennant chart pattern, which means continuation to the upside. If this is going to go against what we are basically hoping on right now, then we're probably going to see a retracement coming through for Bitcoin. We'll see the EMA ribbon go short here, and you'll see just here, you'll see a short signal coming through, something along the lines of that, and then we'll probably see a downtrend coming through. The things to really be looking out for there, guys, as I said a second ago, is the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, and also losing the support that we do have on this current trend line here. Very, very crucial areas, right? Very, very crucial areas. And just we like to be real on this channel, guys. We like to be really real, and we can't be naive to the fact of what's happening in the world and stuff. And all it takes is one bad move from someone, and a lot of the world markets will start to decline quite rapidly, right? And we know what happens when that happens. Bitcoin will usually take a tumble quite a lot quicker than a lot of other assets, right? So yeah, just be prepared for that, guys. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, anyway, let's move on and see what we got coming through for the RSI coming through here. It's very choppy and very messy. Let me get rid of that, and let's start again. I think we were looking for a bearish divergence up at that point before. But yeah, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. What have we got here? What have we got here compared to the live price? Just gonna have some more of my tea because it's going very cold. And let me have a look at the chat quickly. We've got Mariella coming through, requesting a bit of hot. Not a problem. I will do that. I will. I'm just gonna get through BTC, and I saw see Hey You there as well. I see John Jones. I see Anika as well. It's been a long time. It has. I'm back though. We're back. We're out here. And while I'm here, I might as well just say about my new streaming schedule, right? Just before I go into the longer term time frame here for BTC. But yeah, my new streaming schedule, guys, is going to be Monday stream, Tuesday video, Wednesday stream, Thursday video, Friday stream, and then Saturday video as well, right? So I'm going to be uploading or doing a stream 6 times a week. Yeah, 6 times a week. That's what I'm really going to be going for, right? I'm looking forward to coming back to it, guys. I have been building my course. So I've been fairly busy doing that. But yeah, I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready. Let's go. And I have missed it. I missed you guys as well. It's been cool. I mean, it's not been cool, but it's been pretty boring on my own, right? But yeah, it's nice to be back, I must say. But yeah, anyway, where are we here on the RSI? We are, so technically, we did set a higher low here, but you can see we did actually invalidate that. So what we have seen here, because we have seen the buying strength actually come up quite a bit more here on the RSI. We've actually seen a more prominent higher low get set, right? A more confirmed higher low, because this is just a little mere pullback, right? So this is more of a confirmed high low, which means we are going to see a lot more support coming through from this sort of level here, which is probably going to line up with a 0.236 Fibonacci retracement as well if we do see a bit of a dump coming down there. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through from there. News on the casino project. Yeah, it's sad news on the casino project. We're basically having some licensing issues. So we basically put the project on hold, on delay until we can really sort that out. And it's unfortunate because we are in the middle of I'm in the middle of a move to Thailand as well, moving from the UK to Thailand. So it's a very busy time for me right now. So unfortunately, I can't really be investing. I want to invest all my time into something and stuff like that, but at this point in time, the biggest problem is that gambling license, and yeah, kind of got stung a bit with that. So basically, as I said, we put the project on hold, and now we're just kind of waiting until we're in a more of a stable environment where we can just go full pelt with it and get everything sorted. So yeah, at this point in time, it is on pause, but we do really want to do it in the future, right? So yeah, I'll obviously let you guys know how that goes when it does happen, right? But yeah, at the moment, the most important thing is moving to Thailand, which is obviously a pretty stressful thing. But yeah, anyway, directional movement index. Let's get onto that, because this is going to be quite interesting, right? Because the ADX, obviously, guys, the ADX determines how strong the trend has been. Now, this is fascinating, right? Because let's just flash back here. Let's flash back because let me just flip the RSI for a second because this is not good. As you can see, guys, the ADX, we were talking about this from before, how strong and how high this was going when we did see this, to be honest, a very attractive uptrend coming through for Bitcoin, right? We did see the high get put in around 48K, and to be honest, I was looking for a reversal coming through. When you're seeing the ADX up at around 61, yes, it shows the trend is very strong. Yes, it shows it's been climbing for quite a while to get it to that sort of area. But when it gets to that sort of area, the directional movement index, guys, the ADX here, when it gets up this high, it's basically like an insanely overbought RSI, right? It has to come down, right? It does have to come down. So this is sort of what I was looking for here. I was like, okay, we're due some sort of retracement coming through here. Look at the ADX. It's bound to be coming down. And then we did have the bearish crossover coming through, basically having that confirmation of us to come down a bit more. Now from there, it's not the ideal scenario here because the ADX is right down here at around 16. We know the real crucial points here, guys, are 20 and 25 here. And ideally, if we can get above 20 in the coming weeks or coming days here with the breakout scenario that we are looking for there, then it's obviously going to be very nice for a lovely long position coming through from there, because that's the confirmation that we are looking for. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the longer term time frame. VPVR, very crucial resistance point coming through from here. As you can see, very dominant area of volume here. We are still on. This is also a very crucial point as well. Let me get rid of the moving averages for now. I don't want this to go overlooked. So you can see we've got obviously the all-time high there coming through there for BTC there around 69,000. You can see us actually cascading down from there. The Fibonacci retracement is the really crucial area, the 0.5 here. That's a 50% move there. 50%, the 50% point, the 0.5% point on the Fibonacci retracement. Basically, guys, that means that's the confirmation of the reversal of the trend. Where are we now? We're sat right on that area, right? We're sat right on that area. We haven't exactly had that confirmation of the reversal yet, but if we can get above here, if we can get above 48,700, it's a money shot. It's going to be looking very bullish for Bitcoin there. We will be above a very key area here on the VPVR as well. So yeah, this is the area that I'm really looking for a lovely big long to the upside there. Let's throw some more moving averages in because there is a few other things that tie into that as well. You can see the 200 SMA coming through as well. That's going to be holding us back. We found a resistance off that before around 48K. So hopefully we can bounce cleanly right now off the 200 EMA up to the 200 SMA, clear the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement area, clear the really strong area on the VPVR, get into a lovely big long on this breakout, and ride that to the goddamn moon. That's sort of what we're looking for here for Bitcoin, guys. Ideally, this is going to be the ideal sort of scenario there. And to be honest with you, after seeing quite a steep uptrend like this over quite a few weeks or so, after seeing a pullback, this is actually really it's a good scenario, right? We like a pullback like this. This is nice. Now we just need to find that level of support, and this is where the long position will be coming in, right? And when I say big, I mean 28%. 28% coming through from there. That's going to be very nice. Obviously, we're going to be staggering. I'll take profits as we go. We're not going to be blindly going for 28%. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for Bitcoin, I think. We've been covering it for, what, like 20 minutes? Something like that. 24 minutes on Bitcoin there. Amazing stuff. Let's get through to some altcoin requests, guys. Let me have a little look. in the chat, and I will just start smashing out some altcoin requests and get some TA coming through from there. Just gonna finish my tea and yeah, man. And 10 likes, unbelievable, guys. Do appreciate those likes coming through. Lovely. Right, first request. What were we looking for there? It was, I think it was Sariga that put it in. I think it was BNB. BNB, baby. Let's have a look at BNB. Sounds good. Coming up 2.39% for the day there. Interesting stuff indeed. Let me get rid of some of this old TA coming through. I think those are, I'm going to leave those levels in actually because they're very, very crucial levels of support there. But so far, so good. We have seen quite strong uptrends coming through in most recent chart history, right? It's been actually really, really quite good. Ideally, we have got a volume weighted ATR band here, guys. This is going to be an area to be looking out for there because if we can get above this, then it's going to be looking pretty good for an uptrend, right? When we do get above this and we do see the confirmation, let's see if I can find you guys an example coming through from here. You can see here, when we do get above it and we have that confidence, we actually bounce above it quite a lot, right? And that really does bring the price of BNB up quite a lot there. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there, considering the fact that we haven't actually just seen clean rejection off it. We've just been riding underneath it, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of what have we seen here for BNB recently, obviously we've got a very, very strong trend line coming through here, guys. Very, very strong area to be looking out for there. You can see how many wicks we've got in terms of resistance here. You can see the support on the lower side as well. So let's bring that up and in, bring that up and in there. You can see we're going to go on candle bodies there. You can see we've got a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Key areas to be looking out for there for resistance is going to be here. We are at the high of this uptrend, so it's definitely a point to be looking out for there, for that resistance, right? And after seeing quite astronomically big pump recently there, it's interesting to see where this could go. But let's just take a step back because it's a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Rising wedges, unfortunately, they tend to usually break down. They do. They tend to usually break to the downside. So I'm not saying it's not going to break to the upside. I'm saying that they, in as far as history goes, they tend to usually break to the downside, right? So 3.87% to the downside is going to be a short position to be looking out for there for BNB. Let's have a look to the upside here for a nice move to the upside as well. But please be aware, we've got the volume weighted ATR band as discussed just a second ago, right? In terms of percentages there for that, it's going to be around a 4.71% to the upside there. Interesting stuff indeed. With that being said, look at the RSI getting to that overbought scenario coming through from there. We know that means either consolidation or resistance coming through there. Resistance of the volume weighted ATR band, resistance of this upward sloping resistance line as well. Top of the rising wedge. It probably looks like we are going to be coming down here, guys. Just in terms of just looking at what all the information that we have got coming through on one time frame. EMA ribbon, what are you saying? You're still on a lovely uptrend. EMA ribbon does not care, is not even phased by what's going on here. It's mooning with the EMA ribbon, right? That's looking pretty good with the EMA ribbon. That's what I would say about that. But yeah, that's pretty much BNB sort of covered here on the 4 hour. Let me jump to see what's going on 1 inch, baby, for Leader Crypto, man. Let's see on the stream there as well, guys. Leader Crypto, I mean. 1 inch. Yeah, so I'm thinking about like it's more like a chilled stream, right? I think I'm gonna get some music as well for the future. I kind of want to just like how I was streaming before. It was I think it was very high energy, and it was very like not tiring. It was tiring, but I did really enjoy myself, so it was fine. I did really enjoy myself, and that's obviously the main thing, right? But what I'm saying here is like I probably am gonna like take a step back in terms of like energy and stuff. So I kind of want to just sit here in the morning every 3 mornings a week, like on the weekday, and just be like, right, got my coffee, put my coffee down, let's check out the charts live, boom. Hi guys, let's check out the charts together, and then we'll just kind of do that like 3 days a week. That's sort of the vibe that I kind of want to go for. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, that's sort of what I want to go for. Like, I think it'd be quite cool, just chilling, doing some trading together. You know, just relaxing, man. and obviously I've got a lot going on in terms of the move and stuff like that. So the stress levels are high, but we still out here, we still making money. That's the main thing, right? Just got my Visa thing coming through, actually. Crazy. So yeah, as you can see there, the move to the downside here for this upwards sloping either parallel channel if you're going on candle body wicks here, or you're going to be going on candle bodies here, and that's going to be rising wedge chart pattern. Rising wedges tend to usually break to the downside here. So if we are going to see a break to the downside here, then there could be a lovely potential short here. Now, the idea for this is actually quite nice here. The reasoning for this is, as you can see, we've got very, very strong areas of checkpoints, right? Strong areas of checkpoints. So I'm not going to be entering until we've seen a candle body close below this zone, definitely, right? Definitely not. But you can see the resistance that we have off this zone. Very, very strong in terms of a horizontal resistance point. Resistance down to our first take profit, which will probably be around here, right? This is the sort of area I would be looking for there. But please, actually, I'm probably going to bang one in here because you can see this is definitely an area here. You've got a candle body close there. You've got literally 3 or 4 or 5 wicks there, and also a lovely level of support there in terms of a couple of wicks. So yeah, I probably will be banging one in there as well. And this is obviously not the smallest position in the world. It is a 10% trade there. So if we can be safe and we can bank literally like it's going to be like just over 1%, right? Yeah, just over 1% there from the first candle body close there, shorting it down. Once we hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry, right? And that basically means it's not going to be a negative trade, right? That's we've already taken profit. It's always going to be a profitable trade if we always hit that first take profit, right? So yeah, that's going to be the second take profit I'm going to be looking for on that wick there. And then from there, basically just moving it down in terms of checkpoints, right? So so I can see we do have quite a nice bit of consolidation here in terms of price. We've got a lovely level of support in terms of this wick here. I mean, it's not the most dominant thing in the world until I saw this wick, right? Until I saw that wick there. So yeah, let's bang another horizontal in there and have that as another take profit for us. You can see also, guys, we've got a very nice 200 EMA coming up to say hello as well. By the time that we come down, if we are in a nice little downtrend like so, then you bet yourself you bet yourself that this 200 EMA is going to be coming up, right? When that bad boy comes up and comes up to an appropriate level there, then we are going to be using that as a level of support and basically be using that as a take profit for a short position, right? Can I just take a second to say, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you trades. I'm here to educate you in terms of TA and how I tear apart a chart, right? In terms of information. So please, please, please go do your own research before entering any sort of position that I do say on this channel. Now, with this being said, in terms of this short position coming through down here for 1 inch, as I said, we are looking for around that 10% to the downside here if we can get that breakdown, right? If we can get that breakdown with the confirmation, right? That's going to be very, very nice to see indeed. Now, in terms of areas to be looking out for there, in terms of if we are going to be looking for a reversal here, you can see we've clearly got a trend line coming down like so. You could be going on a little bit tighter here and getting a few more touches here. Everyone likes a touch here. We like it. It's going to be, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that, right? Touch to the upside there. So this whole area is going to be acting as a bit of resistance there. So if we do want to be looking for that absolute confirmation for that breakout here, I want to see, not essentially a breakout, but the recovery and the support coming through of this, rising wedge upwards sloping support line. If that is going to happen and we do break these two trend lines that I've just drew in here, then I would be expecting prices of around 1.95 and then upwards of the volume weighted ATR band, which is going to be around $2.02, and then from there, obviously just basically riding that wave up if we can break this high, right? Very, very crucial area, right? But yeah, just be prepared, guys, because this is obviously an area, this is obviously a chart pattern that does tend to usually break down, right? So yeah, that's what I'm going to say about that. Let's move on to, we did 1 inch. Let's have a look at hot. Let me scroll down the chat link, might be behind here. Chill setup sounds good. Yeah, man. We've got Crypto Yeez coming through there. Hope you're doing well, bro. Good luck in Thailand. Me and my girlfriend are thinking of going there for a year or two. She wants to do teaching up there. Yeah, man. So I'm basically going out there to train Muay Thai. So yeah, I'm gonna be training Muay Thai and stuff. That's gonna be cool. And also I'm gonna be trading. I'm doing some business stuff as well. And yeah, basically we're getting like this insane luxury villa for a bit. It's gonna be really sick. But yeah, man, if you're out there, just give me a shout, man. We'll go for a beer or something, man. It'd be quite cool. What else have we got in terms of the request list? I see Dom Leeson coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, Dom. I appreciate you stopping by, man. We've got Dirk Daring coming through there, and Simon as well. Simon with that 6. I see that 6-month membership coming through there, man. Second one I've seen today. Amazing stuff there. Do appreciate the support. Where are we? Let's have a look at the request list. It was hot next, wasn't it, for Mariella? Hot is not hot. It's hollow, right? Yes, indeed. Right, let's have a look at this. On the 4-hour time frame, guys, you can see straight away, without really even thinking about it, we've got an ascending triangle, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because we've clearly got a very strong area here in terms of resistance, in terms of a horizontal here, guys. You can see we're getting slammed down. Bang, bang, bang. Multiple resistance coming through from this area here. So the area to really be looking out for there is if we do come up here again, this is going to be the breakout zone that we are looking for, right? This is where there's potential for a long position, right? Lovely, lovely long. We love a long. in terms of a trend line to the lower side here, creating that ascending triangle, guys, creating that lower level of support here. This is what we're going to be looking for here. This is where we can really get our measure move and really get a nice gauge into what sort of prediction we are looking for here, right? See, as you can see, it's an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle does tend to usually mean continuation to the upside, right? As we were just saying, there is filthy wicks, guys. We're going to candle body closes at this time, but there is filthy wicks. We're going to be using these bad boys for take profits if we can, right? If we can. If not, we're going to be using that as an area of like a no trade trap zone, right? But yeah, in terms of a measure move, what we could be looking for here, it is going to be something along the lines of this, right? Something along the lines of this. When we get up here, it's going to be a bit smaller, right? We will have a smaller measure move because we do like to go on the most recent uptrend, but just for simplicity's sake right now, just to explain to you guys, just to have a figure to sort of go on, we're going to be going on a bit of more of a greedy measure move like you just saw me do there. In terms of percentages here, this is the percentage that we're going to be going off here, and I'll say it again. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. We've got the volume weighted ATR event coming through as well, guys. We know we do get resistance off that, but if we can get above it, it's obviously going to be very, very healthy indeed. But let me just, for an example, see that resistance? Very, very strong stuff. Very, very strong stuff indeed. Really, really strong resistance there. But as I said, if we can get above it, we tend to usually trend on it, trend above it. And you can see the price action that happens when that happens, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be keeping your eyes out for. Right, let's move back to the live price there. And go on that prediction that we are looking for there. Around 10.1% there to be looking out for there. Not going to be entering until we've really cleared that horizontal there in terms of a candle body close there. And then I'm going to be using these areas as take profits, right? I'm going to be using these areas to take profits. And once we've hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry point. I'll say that again. Once we hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry point, right? Because it basically means if we have that reversal and we get reversed on, in terms of like the price, we get slammed back down to entry. But yes, we're out the trade, but it's a successful trade because we've already banked profit, right? That's probably one of the most successful ways to trade here. It's called gridding your take profits, guys. But yeah, so anyway, where were we? Pretty much done with hollow hot right now. Hot right now. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. Definitely a 10% move to be looking out for there if we can get the break to the upside. My tea is cold. Grim. Right, what was next on the request list? Let me have a look. We've got, and guys, if you are new to the stream, my name's Crypto Chester. Nice to meet you. I stream Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning. I do BTC updates throughout the week as well. Starting the new streaming schedule today, actually. So yeah, all good stuff coming through there. And yeah, if you do like the stream, smash the thumbs up. Does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Right, what was next? We did Hollow. It was for John. MBL, please. See if we can get that. Don't know if I've done TA on this before. Guys, don't be shy. Say hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat. Everyone's welcome here. We can start off on the 4-hour here for MBL. As you can see, quite violent and quite aggressive buying strength to the upside here. But this, I know. It looks quite cool, quite exciting, very fun here. It would be if we nearly didn't retrace back to entry. Like it basically just shows that there is FOMO involved in this, guys, and it does show when we do get to these areas here, people are still taking profit. They're not in for the hodl. They're buying to get out at a profit to sell straight away, right? So yeah, it's interesting to see how this is happening. It is forming quite a strong area here, so this is definitely something to be looking out for there for the future if we do see any sort of major price gains coming through there. But yeah, as you can see from here, we probably do have some sort of, probably not gonna, I mean, it could go on something like that, right? Because obviously we do have that area for a lovely level of support coming through there, but it does create some sort of broadening wedge there, which isn't the ideal sort of scenario there. So I probably wouldn't be going on that. Essentially, I'd probably would be going from that higher low instead, and then drawing something up like that, right? And then from there, this is obviously going to be our breakdown scenario there. And then in terms of a measure move for this, then this is basically what could have been think it might still be valid, or maybe not just. Maybe just completed there. Yeah, as you can see there, bang onto this horizontal there, around 1 cents one there. You can see we have actually completed that measure move. That's actually a good sign there for you there, John. That's actually a good sign. That's actually a very good sign there that you have completed the measure move there. Now you could actually see some buying strength coming through from there, right? What I would be looking for if I were you for buying strength to the upside here. First things first, you do have quite a strong, trend line coming down like so, right? This is going to be the strong trend line I would be looking for there, because you can see the support that you are getting on this is good. It is good. It's not bad, but you are still trending down, right? The next point that I would be looking for here might be something along the lines of this. If we are just going on wicks there, that's a point to be looking out for there. That's creating a falling wedge chart pattern. That's creating a falling wedge chart pattern, John. When we see a falling wedge chart pattern, it tends to usually mean we're going to break to the upside, right? So let's do a measure move to the upside for a potential long position, because as I said, we did complete that measure move there, and now we're looking for another big, sort of not a big move, but still a move to the upside, right? I'm probably going to guess around 7 or 8%, maybe. We'll see. Bigger and better. That's what we like. 13.83% to the upside there. Amazing stuff there in terms of a long position there. Definitely something to be looking out for, right? The reason why I'm saying this is because when we do get to this breakout scenario, when we do break this lovely level of resistance that we have got here, we've tested this, what, 4 or 5 times? 4 or 5 times, guys. When we test something multiple times, think of it like I'm not gonna say like you're punching a wall, but like if you punch something 1,000 times, the chances of that breaking on the 1,000th time is getting ever so more likely, because you're making it weaker, right? So think of that like a trend line. A trend line, you're tapping it, you're testing it, you're testing it, you're testing it, you break it. So that's what we're looking for, a lovely breakout scenario here for NBL in this falling wedge scenario, which tends to usually break to the upside. So yeah, that's definitely an area to be looking up for. If we do get a nice breakout scenario in this area, you can see these are the major moving averages, guys. When we get above them, it basically signifies a lovely uptrend. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking for that breakout scenario there. Let's have a look at the EMA ribbon, because that's going to be a very, very crucial area to be looking out for there as well. And we know the EMA ribbon is basically made up of a load of moving averages, and it's sort of the scenario where if we do get them called up and they do get to that crossover scenario, it does give us a trade signal, right? And if you guys don't have this indicator, you can get it for free. You can go get it for free. Just go to your indicator section on TradingView and just type in EMA ribbon, right? There's a lot of different ones there, but I think there is a generic one made by TradingView. But you can see here, nice long position, bang, bang, predicts the uptrend. Nice short position, bang, bang, predicts a downtrend, right? Tends to usually be okay. It's quite a good thing, quite a notoriously famous thing used in trading. If you guys do want to go get that, you can. As I said, it's free. But yeah, so if we do see these, we do get a nice little long signal coming through from the EMA ribbon here. It's obviously going to be very, very beneficial for this potential long position. But yeah, that's going to be it for MBL there. Let's bring back the WAD. Let's bring back the WAD and get rid of the EMA ribbon. And yeah, so it's Tuesday today, right? Yeah, so I will be streaming again tomorrow morning, guys, because I was feeling under the weather yesterday, so I didn't actually stream, but I am going to be streaming tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow morning I will be streaming. The next request is from Hey You. It's from Hey You, and it's about Luna, right? So let's get rid of these horizontals coming through from here, which I was probably using for take profits previously. But yeah, in terms of Luna right now, guys, let's just take a step back on Luna for a second, because Luna has just been absolutely killing it to the upside, right? Absolutely killing it. It's been very, very nice to see it actually breaking highs here. Really, really positive things coming through for Luna there. I am really quite impressed. But there is a but, unfortunately. I know, unfavorable opinion. Yeah, there is an unfavorable opinion here, guys. And that's basically because when we're at an all-time high, which we are, we're at an all-time high, guys. So we need to basically take into consideration here the all-time high rules. 80 to 90% of the time when we are at all-time highs, we retrace back to previous all-time highs. Literally always happens, right? So yeah, just please be aware. Try not to buy the top here, because if you buy the top, you're likely not going to get wrecked if you're there for a hodl, but you're likely going to be underwater for some time, right? And we can only hold our breath for so long. No, obviously, if you're going to be buying the top, guys, please be aware. You're probably likely to come down if you are in an all-time high scenario, right? And that's clearly what is happening right now. Going to leave that horizontal there, because that's obviously a very, very key level for resistance, as you can see there, and obviously a lovely, lovely level of support coming through from there as well. Now, in terms of I think it might drop down to some shorter term timeframes coming through from here for Luna. We do have these very dominant trend lines to be looking out for there for the future here. So if we're not going to reverse anytime soon, if we do see any sort of insane pump to the upside here for Luna, then the area to be looking out for there is going to be 178. As you can see, resistance from that upward sloping resistance line coming through from there. Amazing stuff. Now, let's move through to the 4 hour because let's get a chart pattern. Let's see what's good because money, cold hard cash is on the table to be taken. This is what I'm going to be looking for there. You can see the support here, guys, in terms of this upward sloping support line there. You can see what we got coming through from here. We got resistance to the upside. Resistance, resistance. Probably going to find some sort of resistance coming through from there. This is creating a rising wedge chart pattern. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside, right? So yeah, just be aware for that because if that is going to happen, I'll show you the measure move that could happen. Now, this is a short position to be looking out for there for this measure move, right? In terms of percentages, we're going to be looking at, what's it going to be? 6.65% to the downside, which is absolutely fine, especially in this uptrend scenario, which we have been a part of for quite a while. It's still not even going to bring us back down to the previous all-time highs there. So yeah, it's a very, very achievable trade there. Very, very achievable trade there. And if that is going to happen, guys, let's have a look at the volume weighted ATR band here on the daily. You can see prime area for a bounce there for support. Very nice indeed. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there on Luna. What was next on the list? Let me have a little look. Do a bit of dent there for Dom. Dent USDT. Yeah, I mean, BTC's been trending up really, really quite nicely for quite a while, right? So obviously, altcoins have been doing the same, right? We have seen quite a bit of selling pressure coming through here for Dent at times, but it's just the normal thing when we do start to breach these very, very strong areas. As you can see, that test coming through there, throwing the price back down. But you can see the buying strength is really pulling us back up, which is quite nice to see. In terms of trend lines, in terms of like direction here, I can see that we do have a falling? We'd have a falling wedge? It's a falling wedge or bull flag scenario coming through, right? Both good. Both good to the upside. Yeah, so I'm gonna go bull flag scenario, right? I'm gonna go bull flag scenario coming through from there, going primarily on candle bodies here, guys. That's the sort of area that I'm gonna go for there. I mean, we can be doing the wicks like that. That's absolutely fine to do as well. And to be honest, it's probably gonna be quite nice doing it like that instead. Probably looks a little bit neater, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, that's not quite a bull flag, guys. It is a falling wedge chart pattern. Falling wedges, they break up. They tend to usually break out, right? So yeah, that's way a measure move to the upside coming through from here. It's gonna be something along the lines of this, guys. On the basis that this little candle here wicks it up to the top side and bounces off some sort of resistance coming through from there. But yeah, in terms of a breakout scenario to be looking out for here for Dent, it's gonna be 6.27% to the upside there. And to be honest, talking lower highs, higher lows, lower lows and lower highs. Let's talk about those for a second. You can see here, obviously we've got a low, we've got a high coming through from here. From here, we've obviously got our lower high, but you can see all of these high lows are very, very, very strong indeed in terms of this lovely, lovely uptrend coming through from here. So yeah, it's actually looking quite progressive here for Dent. I would really be looking for some sort of target around 36773 there. That's sort of the area to be. I think I lost my voice for a second there. 73. That's sort of the area to be looking out for there. As you can see, as we spoke about before. And these are very, very key areas. And you can see these wicks here did get tested a couple of times. And then you can see the consolidation and resistance that we found on that area. So yeah, definitely an area to be looking out for there. I do kind of want to see a candle body close above that area before jumping in. Unless we've got a reparable if we've got a good enough distance between the previous high break and a take profit one scenario, right? So yeah, if we got a nice area here, if we can get a nice candle body close above this area, then we're probably going to see take profit one get hit, right? We probably will, because as you can see, this area, consolidation, we actually banged it up and down in this area for quite a while. So if we do get a candle body close, likelihood of us coming up, bang, take profit hit, come back down, stop loss at entry. We hit our first take profit at the end of the day is a successful position. That's still going to be a successful trade at the end of the day, right? So yeah, it's definitely not bad. Definitely not bad here for Dent, I would say. Looking pretty progressive, pretty good. On the basis that BTC doesn't dump to the downside quite aggressively, right? Let's have a look at what's next in terms of the chat, right? And Nick says BTC is going well. Gordon coming through in the chat, coming through there. Oi, oi, Savaloy. We've got Willard saying, can you check out KDA, Chester? I'm sure I can have a little look at KDA. BTC moving? Is it mooning? Oh my God. Exactly what we're looking for. Exactly as predicted. So yeah, as you can see, guys, if we do get a nice candle body close above this area here, this is sort of, I would be quite favorable long here, right? It would be quite favorable long, and as we were discussing, I mean, it is slightly unfortunate that we've already banged it straight to one take profit, which obviously we're not in yet, right? We're not in. We went for that candle body close at this area. So once we've hit our first take profit, we could actually be acting as finding resistance from that area from there. But it's more right now. You can see the RSI creeping its way up quite aggressively there. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there, because we are going to get to that overbought scenario if we do hang around this area. And this is the sort of thing that I won't be entering on, just because, as I said, we've already tapped our first take profit. So it's a bit annoying that it's done that, but hey, it is what it is. We like a nice gradual sort of setup. So for example, as you can see here, candle body close here, candle body open, we enter our trade here, bang, bang, take profit 1, take profit 2, lovely reversal coming through there, stop loss entry. So yes, we do get stopped out here, but we've already taken profit twice. We've already taken 50% of our position out here, and we've already banked that money, right? So yeah, good stuff. But yeah, so not the ideal sort of scenario here for BTC, but hey, there's plenty more trades. There's always going to be trades, right? Especially with crypto being 24-hour, 365, baby. It's all good. But yeah, let's move on from Dent here, and let's go to I did say I'd do KDA, wasn't it? For Willard? Yeah, KDA. 15 likes as well, guys. Do appreciate those likes coming through. Do really appreciate that. We'll do look at the Bybit chart for this. Not Bybit, sorry, Binance. We might have more data on Bybit, actually. Let's try that. No. Essentially not. Let's go back to Binance, right? Yeah, I will get some music going, guys. Not today. Hopefully tomorrow if I can get it sorted. That's going to be cool. What have we got coming through? We've got an ascending triangle, guys. Ascending triangle straight off the bat here for KDA. It's quite new, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, Willard. It's quite new. 11th of March coming through there. So fairly new here in terms of this coin. Near enough a month old there in terms of listing on Binance. So what do we say about new coins, guys? Be careful. Be careful. What I would say here, there is one thing that is pretty good. We've actually found a very nice level in terms of a bottom here, and that's going to be around 5.934 there. From there, we have seen a very, very nice uptrend, and we obviously saw a bit of a retracement coming through from this horizontal here, creating a higher low. Chart pattern higher low is obviously bullish, guys. We like a higher low as much as anyone, right? You can see we've got a couple of more higher lows coming through from here as well. We did set one here, and this is what we call this is what we call a not very dominant higher low, right? And coming down again and testing it and showing that support yet again is showing that the dominance is here still for this area in terms of level of support. Very, very nice stuff indeed. Now from there, we have seen a nice bit of a moon shot, a moon leg up, which is very nice to see. But I would just say, be aware, we're looking for a bit of a range here, guys. We're looking to range in this sort of area at this point in time. And this brings me onto the parallel channel tool, which is something that we can be using to our advantage here, because you can see we do have a parallel channel, guys. Parallel channels, they can break either way. They can break either way. Amazing stuff coming through from there. So let's have a little look at this, because this is going to be the measurement to the upside here. If we are going to see this breakout, money, cold hard cash for us to take is on the table. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. That's the move to the upside. That's the move to the downside. Let's do some percentages and see where we can go from here. God, I've missed doing this. Can't tell you. So yeah, as you can see, 9.5% here, looking pretty good stuff coming through from there. I do want to say you can see these filthy wicks in terms of spillage here. This is obviously the dominant areas of resistance, because we are struggling to get over that multiple times here, but this is still a very choppy area to be looking out for there. That is going to be, I'm probably going to round it off around that sort of area there. So ideally, a candle body close above here is going to signify an entry. I'm probably going to have a really tight area to be hitting my first take profit in there, because you can see coming up to that area before, we did actually have that resistance play out, and it wasn't weak, guys. It was very strong indeed. So that's sort of the safety net that we're going on, because we don't want to come up here, get reversed on, and not take profit. Like, we can take some of our trade out. That's fine. Bank some profit, move our stop loss to entry. So if we do get reversed on, we're not going to lose any money, right? We're not going to lose any money. It's profitable. But yeah, around 9.21% on the table to be taken there for KDA. Let's move on to... I look quite red on my stream, don't I? Gingerbeard's definitely coming through. Still in my $6 buy on Luna. Amazing stuff there here, Optimus. Really, really cool. Let's have a look. Coty. Let's have a look at Coty there for Gordon. Cody. Coty or Coty? Coty, not goatee. And I think after that, that's an hour, guys. We've banged an hour. Amazing stuff. Probably will be going after this request, but I will be back tomorrow. I will be back. It's a promise from me to you. Amazing stuff there. No, I am back. I am back now, guys, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'll keep you updated with the move to Thailand as well. We're moving to like me and my brother, obviously Hamilton of crypto. Now we're moving to a little island off Thailand called Koh Samui. I'm sure you guys, I saw a few of you know. But yes, so yeah, we're moving to a little island called Koh Samui, which is gonna be really sick. We got like a nice villa out there, so yeah, it's gonna be cool. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated and what's going on with that. It's gonna be cool stuff. But yeah, so as you can see here, guys, we've got a rising parallel channel. You can see the resistance that we've got coming through from here. Where's my pen? There we go. We got resistance coming through from these areas. Very, very, very strong in terms of this. That's going to be there in terms of this uptrend, right? In terms of this rising wedge chart pattern. So yeah, this is the sort of area that we are in a breakout scenario there. And to be honest with you, it's actually looking really, really quite good for a long, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because it's breaking highs. We're above the volume weighted ATR band there. I would be looking for a nice candle body close there. A lovely, lovely leg up from here would be very, very attractive here. So that's really what we're going to be looking for there. Lauren's in the chat there. Sorry I missed it, Chester. So happy you were back. Yeah, I'll just take a second to go through my streaming schedule. We're going to be doing Monday morning stream. We're going to be Tuesday, just an upload, a little update. Wednesday, we're going to be streaming. Thursday, we're going to be doing an update. Friday, we're going to be streaming. Saturday, we're going to be doing an update, right? So yeah, I will be streaming at least 3 times a week, guys. And I'm quite excited to be back, right? I've still got a little bit left to do on my course. About like a week or so. So yeah, I'm really, really close with that. So I know quite a few of you are waiting for that. So yeah, apologies it's taken so long, but it's thorough. It's thorough. I've spent a lot of time on it, like 6 months or something. So yeah, just want to get it as good as possible, right? But yeah, anyway, 15% on the table there for Coty. Not too bad at all. It is running at this time. I do want to say we are breaking highs there, so please be prepared for areas here. Right, this is interesting actually. This is interesting because this is obviously a very, very dominant downtrend at this point in time, and we are seeing quite a nice bit of recovery coming through there. Interesting stuff indeed. You can see the volume weighted ATR and just acts just God mode as support there. So yeah, I would say that we are looking for this. God damn, look at that. Would you look at that? This is going to be a very, very crucial area, guys. Please be aware. This could be very, very trappy, right? You can see if we don't clear 33 cents, 33.93, if we don't clear 33.93 with confirmation of a candle body close here on the daily, then I would expect to come down, right? And when I say to come down, I probably would expect to come down and test the 200 EMA again here on the daily, and that's probably going to be in terms of a price around 30 cents there. So yeah, just please be aware. The reason why I'm saying that is because if I was entering any sort of long position here for this, my stop loss would not be all the way down here at 30, right? It wouldn't be there. It's too far away in terms of a risk reward scenario there, right? In terms, and also like the support and stuff, it's not right that good in that scenario, right? So yeah, I would be looking for that daily candle body close before sort of entering some sort of trade here, and then basically riding that wave up from there. But yeah, that is going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. It's lovely to be back, and I will be back tomorrow morning. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in again. And 20 likes we ended on today. Really, really good stuff indeed. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Yes. That's gonna be it from me. Do appreciate the likes and stuff coming through, as you just said there, Lauren. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. But yeah, for now, I've always been bad at outro, so apologies for that. But for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye. I just saw Joseph come in the chat, and I see on the stream there, Joe. Peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. I've forgotten how to end this, right? Ending. There we go. Peace. juicy? Are you feeling juicy? See you tomorrow, guys.